where she
That
is.
is so kind.
Yeah, so we kind of went out our way to get here and then was able to donate. I was happy to do it.
Oh, thank
Happy
you
to do
so
it.
much. Thank you. Now, were you impacted by the flooding at all?
Not at all.
And what about where you work?
Not at all. Well, 106. I usually go across that bridge every day.
Uh huh.
So I had to reroute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but you came to donate anyway, even though you were not impacted. You came to donate. That is beautiful. And you, do you work around here? Live around here?
I live in Carmel,
Uh huh.
and actually I'm on 106th Street. But
Okay.
I'm a little bit further away from where the bridge is at, so I'm east. So it didn't impact me, so I didn't have any problems with the flood or anything. But I just knew exactly when you said the Kroger's on Logan. I said I know exactly where
Oh
she's
yeah,
at.
and y'all came exactly over here and dropped a couple of dollars.
Yep.
And we cannot thank you enough. Do you know anybody that has been impacted, or you
No.
you're just generally good
I don't
givers?
know
Yeah.
anybody that was impacted, but I used to live in this area,
Oh.
and then I just moved actually from Noblesville
Okay.
to Carmel in June.
Yeah. Well, we love it. We love Eric. Can you believe it? I mean, how lucky are we
Oh,
to get
it's
right here on
right-
this show?
Right here, let me do this. So I can
Okay.
get this. Let's see if I can get this to work. Here we go.
Ah, there we go.
Thank you.
You got your applause line, but
Thank you so much.
yeah, and you know what? I was on Karen's show earlier today, and we were talking about how empathy brings down a lot of walls. I mean, whether you know somebody, you don't know somebody, whether you live there or you don't live there, a lot of people can imagine what it feels like and just want to help.
That's true.
And that's the beauty of things like this. And like I said, we're so very fortunate because we get to see the better side of humanity, the better side of people. And folks like y'all come by and say, hey, we know where it is. We're going to come by and we're going to donate. And we could not thank you enough. You're going to help us meet our goal. And I tell you what, it's a great day.
It is a great
It's going to
day.
rain a little bit tonight, but that'll be
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
So are you all working right now or are you off?
Yeah, working right now.
Oh, we won't tell.
Stop.
Not a word.
Not a word.
You're fine.
Yeah, well, thank you so very much, and thank you for listening. Thank you for listening.
Yep. Every day.
I wish we had some pens or something we could give you,
No,
but
you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Okay, well, we'll have them next time, I promise. But you just know that your donation is going to go to good use, and it is going to go directly here in the state of Indiana. You know, all too often when we donate to organizations, it goes all over the country. But, because of your thoughtfulness, it's all going to stay right here.
Yes,
And
thank
we
you.
thank. All righty. Thank you
Thank you
both.
both.
Nice meeting you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So there we go, Eric.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
it.
what that is the essence of what we're doing.
That
That's
is
the essence of
certainly
it all.
That is it. And I got to
That
say
is it. Bye-bye. Thank you.
the power of radio
The power.
still
the power
works.
of radio.
Still works.
Yeah.
Internet.
People. Internet. It all works.
all works.
And people are good. I say this all the time. People are fundamentally good.
Oh, they are.
They're
That's
good
true.
natured.
You're right.
And they don't like to see their fellow human beings in pain or hurting
That's
or
very true.
anything like that.
That is so true.
So there we have. But again, if you're just joining us, we are live at the Kroger on Logan Street in Noblesville. They peeped it right away and said, I know where they are. I know where they are. And they came right over at 172 West Logan Street, Noblesville, Indiana, the Kroger here. And Kroger is not only providing us a nice space. Kroger was impacted by the flooding because they had to shut down this very store for one day because the parking lot was so flooded. They are going to do roundups up to $10,000, make a $10,000 donation.
Wow.
Excuse me. And they're also helping, as our good friend Eric Halverson was saying, with food. But anyway, we talked to Eric. A little background on Eric Halverson. He and I were co-anchors together at Wish TV. We did the news together several years ago. And it was really nice seeing him for the first time, and I guess it's been years since the last time Eric and we joked that it was fun working together. But he had to go to another engagement, another appointment. But we did get a chance to talk, and I wanted to play that interview. When you get it, let me know, Eric, and
Well,
we'll.
I'm ready. Whenever you
we'll
are,
just
I'm
go
ready.
ahead. Oh, you ready? Oh, okay. Well, let's go ahead and run that with Eric Halverson. He is the Kroger spokesperson, and he explains a little bit more about what Kroger is doing to help us out in our partnership. And we're here now with Eric Halverson, Representative Kroger, one of our big partners that has come in to help us out. Eric, how are you doing?
Doing great, and it's just one of the highlights of the day is getting to see you. I haven't been able to see you in person for so long, so that just adds to the fun of being here today.
You're far too kind. For those who may not, Eric and I worked together for a number of years at Wish. We were anchors together, co-anchors. And so, boy, this is like getting the band back together again. You know, we're standing here side by side working together.
Yeah.
Different capacities, but still working, you know. Who knew?
And still making a difference in central Indiana.
We're trying, aren't we? We're trying. So tell us about what Kroger is doing and how Kroger is making a difference with all of us in this partnership.
Well, first of all, we're grateful to the Radio One partnership and the energy that all of you brought to make this happen, because so many people in central Indiana need help. We've seen the stories. There are people who probably saw the aerial video of this parking lot and how water just kept rising and rising. Where we're standing now, we'd have been standing in water when the flood hit. The water got up as high as curb level here in the building. The building never got hit with water, but we have an area that's being remodeled, and we have storage bins outside of the building. The bins were floating. There was that much water in the lot. So it's become very personal to us from that standpoint, because we had associates inside the store.
Yeah.
They were nervous about what was happening. They had friends and neighbors who were being affected. So the opportunity to work with you to raise money to help people rebuild is huge for us.
Yeah, you know, we're all collectively using our voices to try to help, and it is an unthinkable thing, you know, when water. I was inside talking to one of the associates inside, just walking around doing, I guess that reporter thing never gets away from me, because I stopped and asked questions. I'm like, well, what do you think of it? And they were so grateful and so happy that not only that Kroger's doing something, but that we're all here to help them, because she was saying it was very, very frightening because as the water was in the parking lot, all of a sudden, a short time later, evacuations were taking place.
Right.
And so she said it was really, really frightening, but just so heartwarming to see that everybody's here pitching in, trying to help out. So
yeah, and there was at one of our other stores, I was telling what we were doing just as we were getting ready to launch this, and one woman there said, "This just gives me goosebumps to know that the company is making an effort to help raise money." And this is something where I say Kroger gets credit for doing this, hosting it in the lot, but I also want to say thank you and praise all of the people who are making the donations, because we couldn't do this without them, their generosity. And the Hoosier customers come out whenever there's a need. Most of the time it's hunger relief, and we're putting money into food for local food banks. This redirects that so we have recovery supplies for flood victims.
So tell just Kroger shoppers who may not necessarily be here in Noblesville what they can do with the roundups, and explain how that works.
Right.
And what
we have 44 stores that are basically within the flood zone where the flooding was the worst. So in those stores, they will have little cards that would let you scan, say, $1, $3, $5, $10 even if you'd like to do that much. But you can also just tell the cashier to round up. If you got a $12 bill and you want to say $13, that 50 cents will be directed to the Red Cross. So small change adds up, makes a big difference. There is also, if you're at a cash register that doesn't have one of the little cards, say self-checkout, there's a screen, and when you start to pay, there's a little box there that says Zero Hunger, Zero Waste. Doesn't have Red Cross on it, but there's a little box where you can round up, and you can tap that, and it just automatically rounds up to the next dollar. So it's very easy, and you can leave happy for doing something.
Giving is so much easier now than when you and I first started in broadcasting. Remember? I mean, we're going to reflect it. You had to bring a check or bring cash or whatever. Now it's literally at your fingertips wherever you are. You can donate and you can help
power.
The little handheld computers especially. So, but again, all 44 Central Indiana stores?
Yes, there are stores that are outside of the range of the flood, so they are not participating in this. They're doing our regular hunger relief,
Oh, okay.
keeping that in their stores. But for the ones that are closest to the flood zone, say from Muncie and Anderson to Newcastle to Mooresville and Martinsville, that swath of Kroger district stores are the ones who are the most directly involved. And I'd say probably I think all of our Marion County stores are participating. So if you're at the Kroger on Kentucky, you can round up there.
And your roundups will, if they amount to what, 10,000?
True. Yes, we are matching up to $10,000. So if anybody needs a little extra motivation to make a donation, what you put in, we will match up to $10,000.
And those roundups can be anywhere from 2 to 3 cents all the way up to 98 cents.
Yeah.
It's not even an entire dollar. The roundups are neat. They help out.
Yeah, just make it as simple as possible, and doesn't have to be a burden, doesn't have to be painful. It just has to be helpful.
Yeah. Well, people definitely need help. We need to get back on our feet. The flooding can be devastating, but thank you and Kroger and the Red Cross and all of our partners here, especially Kroger, because you guys gave us the space too.
Yeah,
we got a nice space here.
Thank you for coming in and for the opportunity to work together. I love the alignment of everyone in the media coming together and using their collective power and their collective voice to support people who really need help.
All right. Thank you, Eric. We'll be talking again soon.
I hope so.
Great working with you again.
You too. We should do this more often.
We've got to. Take care.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Eric. You know, it's kind of funny because when we were preparing for that interview, the engineers were asking, well, what about Eric? And then I was saying, well, Eric. And I'm like, hold on. We got two Eric. Oh, okay. And so then the light went off that you were Eric and that Eric Halverson was Eric. I said, it's a little bit unusual, but we have two Erics to talk to.
You know, I remember my daughter has never forgotten this. I was at an event, and Eric was there. It's when you guys were still over at Wish.
Eric Halverson?
Eric Halverson. And he picked her up. She was probably 7 years old, and she has never forgotten how nice he was, meeting him in person, because I had met him before at other events, but she said, Daddy, he's so nice. It's like, that's amazing. And he held her for a long time. They were just kind of, it was a really nice guy, really nice man.
Super nice. I mean, you know, people say that about folks a lot, but he genuinely is and always has been a nice person. We used to, you know, some behind the scenes stuff. I told him my mother used to think he was the most handsome thing there was. She always thought he was so handsome. And then we got a phone call about one of our anchors that I took, and they were like, they needed to talk to somebody. And so they were talking about the men, and so I went down the list of men. They said, no, the pretty one. And I said, you talking about Eric Halverson? And he said, yes. I said, okay, well, yeah, that's the one my mother thinks is handsome too. But he never, you know, he's very striking, and you know, he looked like the anchor man. You know,
he certainly did.
But none of it ever went to his head. He's just always an extremely nice person. So we thank him for that. We thank our friends and partners at CBS 4 and Fox 59. They have been out here with us from the very beginning. The American Red Cross. I mean, what would we do without the Red Cross?
Without them? Oh, my. Oh.
Yeah, it's just hard to imagine what a wonderful, wonderful organization that they are. And then, you know, how about all of our stations? Everybody that is under the roof. Everybody that is under the roof. It is a call out here, you know, all hands on deck. And I think that too helps with the fundraising, you know, a unified effort to get the job done.
You know, Tina, you mentioned the Red Cross. About 95% of the Red Cross disaster relief workers, they're volunteers. People giving their time, even listeners giving some dollars, and businesses giving space. And of course, you know, the Colts, the Pacers, the Fever, and Noblesville Boom, they contributed together $250,000 to the Red Cross.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. We love that.
That's true.
We love that. And, our goal, individual helping the Heartland,
Yes.
is 500,000. And I think if we look at everything collectively, in terms of where the thermometer is, what's been pledged, what is been turned in, what hasn't been counted yet, and everything, I think we're getting there. I
Good.
think
That's
because
good.
Karen and I were talking when I was on her show, and she too said that she felt like it was probably closer to like 100,000. So
Wonderful.
we're once you get across the one thing that I've learned about fundraising, once you get past the first whatever, be it 100, if you're trying to raise 500, once you get that first 100, you're trying to raise 500,000, you get past that 100. Once you get over that initial hump, it all seems to roll in. It all seems to roll in a whole lot easier.
It's all gravy, somebody would say.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Okay. Okay.
Once it
Speaking
starts
of gravy,
rolling in.
yeah. Once it starts rolling in, we're gonna do something we usually don't do.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna let folks know when we are going to give the tickets away for the Universal Circus.
All right then.
And I will tell you, it will be in our second hour. How about that?
Sounds good to me. Second hour.
Second hour after 2:00. Okay, so stay
Tickets coming
tuned for
your
your
way.
chance. Tickets are going to be coming your way. But again, if you're just joining us, we are live right here, live and in color, in living color.
Yes,
we
you
talked
are.
about that, Joe, too.
You are.
Today at the Kroger, 172 West Logan Street in Noblesville, Indiana. We are going to be on site here until 6 p.m. We have been out here since 6 a.m. raising money, hoping to meet our goal, at least put a dent in it, $500,000. The money is going to go directly to the American Red Cross. All of the funds raised for the American Red Cross are going to stay local here in Indiana communities. We are doing this with our partners at CBS 4 and Fox 59 to benefit the Red Cross. All of our stations, radio stations, and our TV station are here. And, we like to say when our neighbors need help, we help.
We're there.
Families they're facing the devastating effects. And when we talk about facing and devastating effects, Eric, you and I both talked about the after.
Yes.
And anybody that's ever been through anything like this, it is the after lingers. The after is the heavy lift.
It is.
The after is the heavy lift. And so, all of us understand, and we're all trying to do what we can do to help out. Any donation you make of any amount, is going to help with shelter that the Red Cross provides, meals that the Red Cross provides, emergency supplies, and support, again, as families begin to recover. You can make a donation on our website, praiseindy.com. You can make a donation on our website at praiseindy.com. Or as simple as rounding up a purchase at a participating Kroger store. Roundup. What do they call it? The Roundup.
Roundup.
We see that as well on other registers. Like if you go to, I don't know, a Kroger or think of a place there. I've seen these roundups. I tell you where I saw the last one. It was at Marshall's. Marshall's department store.
They had a roundup.
And roundup. Would you like to round up to help St. Jude? I think
Exactly.
that's what it was.
Okay. Yeah.
And
you see that.
yeah, you see that, and it's like you're like, well, what the heck? Okay, yeah, I'll round up. Dollar General, a lot of the Dollar General's stores. Would you like to round up? So it's not like
restaurants,
it's a restaurant. You want to? Hey, come on, sister.
Oh, we got somebody. Okay.
Yeah, well, we got the boss.
Oh, the boss
We got
is
the
here.
boss.
Oh, I got to be on
Yeah.
good behavior. Okay.
We got to get on our good behavior, so let's straighten it up. Let's straighten it up. Karen Vaughn, everybody. Karen Vaughn. Karen, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. This is a great day to give.
Yeah, it is. It's a great day to give, a great day to be out. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit, which is really good because, we do. So how did everything go, or how's everything going so far on your end?
Everything is going great. As soon as I got here, similar to you, I had a listener ready to give cash.
Yes.
Right? They wanted to be a part of giving back to Hoosiers that need it most.
Yes.
And that's just wonderful to see, We talked earlier about what we do behind the mic and making sure that, we're entertaining, but it's about information and resources as well. And today just shows how when you think of community and how that word unity really comes together with our 9 radio stations and 1 TV brand, total of 10 brands are out here broadcasting today to benefit Hoosiers through the power of the American Red Cross, and how Kroger came alongside us, and how our listeners are here and wanting to give back in a way that speaks volumes.
Yeah, it really does. And, you know, it's wonderful to see the Red Cross in action. And when you see the Red Cross in action and see them providing food, providing shelter, providing resources for these families, it makes it so much easier to dig in and even Roundup. We were talking about Roundups.
Round it up.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out where you see the Roundups. I was saying I saw one at Marshall's. I see them at Dollar General. Oh, yeah. St. Jude, Dollar General, I think it was for education. I was at Goodwill, Eric. This is another one, Goodwill.
Oh, Goodwill. Yeah,
Eric,
I've seen that.
Can you,
I
yeah,
have.
Goodwill.
I've seen that too.
Yeah. Can you hear Karen?
Yes, she sounds a little off mic, but I can hear her.
Yeah. Okay. You got her potted up? Okay.
Eric, for making that adjustment.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we got her.
is.
Now,
Okay.
yes.
Engineer stepped in and said,
Yes.
Thank
Thank you. There we go. But what I was saying was we're all familiar with the idea, because if you've shopped at any of these stores or gone anywhere, you've seen the Roundup concept. And so in the grocery store, everybody has to get groceries. And so this is a beautiful thing to round up. And Kroger's is going to take all of the little loose change. You know, Eric, we hear about loose change, right?
Yeah, we do.
Kroger's
Loose
going to take
change.
all the loose change up
Loose
to
change
$10,000.
adds up.
Yes, it
certainly
does.
That does add.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Especially when we know that there are Hoosiers that are unable to purchase groceries right now, right? That are basically cleaning up their homes, or they're in hotels right now, just trying to make it all make sense. So for us to be able to go shopping for them, right, by way of our dollars through Kroger and rounding ups is awesome.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah, it was great. And you know, Kroger also does. Eric was talking about the food thing. You know, they do every year the food drives and providing food. So they're they've just been a wonderful partner with us. And it's hard to believe that 2 weeks ago, we could not sit here and do what we're doing right now
At
because
all.
this was basically a little bit of a disaster zone, and forcing emergency evacuations to some of the housing and businesses all around here. I was telling you earlier on your show, I was inside talking to one of the employees, and she was just saying it's just hard to believe, really hard to believe that where we are now. So a little help goes a long way. We had a couple of ladies that were listening. I don't know if you saw them, Karen. They were listening, and they're working right now.
They walked up.
Yeah, and they said, we just decided we knew where you were. We wanted to come over and give some money. They're not affected. They have nobody affected, but they know what it feels like to not, just wanted to give. Just wanted to give. And that, again, that's another example of how good prevails. People are basically good. You know, they're basically good.
Absolutely. And you know, when we think about what we saw on the news locally and nationally here at this Kroger, that individuals were going through the same thing at their homes.
Yeah.
The flooding,
Yeah.
you know, losing everything, not being able to provide for their family, perhaps even having young kids. So for us to be here and to be able to have the power to give back with all of our stations, and you know, kudos to our vice president and general manager Andrea Kerr, who said we have to do something and put it all into action, along with Kroger and the American Red Cross.
Inside joke a little bit, because if you know Andrea, you know that she's real low energy, right? real low energy. Yeah, so you know, you see her going through, but it is a joy, and just a pleasure to be able to sit here and to do this and to volunteer, to have the volunteers come by. Eric was just saying about the Red Cross, and we see the Red Cross in action. 95% of the people who work with the Red Cross are volunteers.
That's wonderful.
It's a 90. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not.
That's pretty
but it's
amazing.
also good. Yeah, it's amazing. It's also good to know that all of the proceeds that we collect here are going to stay here.
And actually go into the community immediately.
Yes.
We were talking earlier, and that's always one of my questions when we do events like this. Okay, so when we raise funds, where does it go, and how immediate do the funds help individuals? And it's as early as today or tomorrow.
Applied
right?
immediately then,
Applied
and distributed immediately.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
So, one of our Spanish speakers. Do you speak Spanish, Eric?
A little bit, but it's been, for example, Buenos Dias, Buenos
Okay.
tardes, Buenas
Yeah.
noches.
Okay.
Let's see, Los Estados Unidos, that's United States. It's my Spanish.
United
it's been
States
long.
of America.
It took 5 years.
No, it's just one of our
And you
colleagues.
get an A.
Yeah, he's
A
getting-
plus.
Yeah,
Thank you.
one of our
Thank
colleagues,
you.
one of our colleagues here in the building is Spanish speaking, and
That's
so
right.
that makes us all a little sharper on our Spanish.
You got that.
But Karen, again, Karen's here, Eric, so we got to hit that break.
Oh, you gotta be on time. Karen's here.
Yeah, we got.
That's not why I was looking at my phone.
Oh,
It's
she
just
was looking at her
I
phone,
was
and
looking
I'm
at
like-
my phone because text messages are coming in.
Oh,
How can I
okay.
give?
How can-
How long are you going to be out there?
Okay.
We have to have the 411 before we move forward. But it's
There you
like,
go.
just give. You
Yeah.
can give at praiseindy.com. You can give at praiseindy.com. You
Praiseindy.com.
can give at praiseindy.com.
We love it. We love it. Thank you. Thank you, Karen. Thank you for
You're
all the
welcome,
support.
Tina.
We love all the support as well. And we're going to be back with more. And hey, those Universal Circus tickets, right?
Yes.
Second hour
Coming up.
coming up. Okay, Eric's got them. All right, we'll be right back.
Hey y'all, what up? This your boy Ricky Smiley. I want to drop you an invite to something a little more personal.
This is Ricky Smiley on the Spot, where legends get loud, real, and sometimes a little reckless.
Ricky Smiley on the spot. No script, no rush. Just super real conversation.
This ain't your average talk show.
Let me thank me. Y'all want to talk about Lil Daryl? That's just a piece of it. Catch the full episode of Ricky Smiley on the spot wherever you get your podcast and on the Urban One Podcast Network at urbanonepodcast.com.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait. And don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-811-7033. 800-811-7033. 800-811-7033.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
Charmin Ultra Strong. You can use less, better than the rest. Charmin Ultra Strong. Your booty past the clean test. Diamond wave texture, it's the best. Study up, teach a lesson on fresh. Your booty past the clean test. Yes, sir. Charmin Ultra Strong.
Charmin Ultra Strong with diamond weave texture cleans better than the leading one-ply brand, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
WTLC AM, W236CR, Indianapolis. Broadcasting from the Praise Indy Indigo Studios. Indigo, boldly moving Indy forward.
Discussing the issues that matter to you and keeping you informed with what's happening in and around Indy. It's Community Connection with Tina Cosby on Praise AM 1310, 95.1 FM.
And we are back, coming to you live from the Kroger store at 172 Logan Street here in lovely Noblesville in Hamilton County. Eric, it is our Help in the Heartland campaign on the road.
On the road
Help in the
today.
Heartland campaign on the road today.
That's true.
All of our brand properties, all of our brands is our boss, Karen Vaughn, midday host and operations manager, was just here, and it is a lovely thing to see so many of us out
I know
here.
it is.
All
I
of
know
us
it
out
is.
here. Yeah.
And I got to
Yeah,
tell you
indeed.
this. Even though it's cloudy, I've checked the radar. I don't see any rain in the area, so that's good news. No rain.
Must be developing then. You know, maybe it's
It
going to be
could
one of
be.
those things that just kind of comes together all of a sudden, hits, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
and then moves
gone.
on out and it's gone for a few days. Yeah.
The
That's
80
what we
degrees
need.
still downtown.
Okay.
Still at
Okay.
80. So it's no rain on the radar right now, which is good.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're going to be here until 6 o'clock, so even if you don't get a chance to see us, although we would love for you to see us, we had a couple of folks come by and see us here who were just in the area. They're working. Eric, let's face it, everybody's working when we're on
They are.
the air.
Everybody's, and most of our winners call from work.
Yeah, most of our winners call
yeah.
from work, winners for the tickets, or whisper. They whisper.
Yeah, it's like,
I'm at work. I can't talk right now, but I just wanted to call in. We love that streaming. They stream.
Stream.
They get to stream.
That's how they-
Speaking of which, we forgot to share our good news from
yeah,
earlier in the week.
That's right.
Yeah.
We stream now. You can see us on YouTube and Facebook. And you can see what's going on at the time. So easy to find us. Look for Praise Indie Community Connection with Tina Cosby. You'll see us right there. Streaming. Facebook and
And
YouTube.
you'll see us behaving ourselves in the studio.
Oh, that's
We'll
true. You
behave.
will. You
We'll
will.
behave now.
We're on
Yeah.
our best behavior.
Yeah, we'll be on our best behavior. We have to. We
That's true.
absolutely.
We must.
Hello, and so it goes. But yeah, again, we're here, and our partners at CBS4, Fox 59, Kroger, of course, big partner, and then of course we're all doing this for the Red Cross, which in turn does an amazing job, as Karen had just told us, that immediately places these resources that we're paying for with what we're collecting, that the Red Cross is paying for. They immediately place these resources in the hands of those who need them. The resources are put in the hands of those who need them immediately. Yes.
That is true. And also the Red Cross, I don't know if you knew this or not, they provide emotional support and mental health services as part of the disaster response as well. So that's something
Yeah.
that people certainly would need, the emotional and mental, with this kind of thing happening. You leave home,
Yeah.
your home's great, you come back, it's flooded. And
They know
that's-
how to do it.
They know how to do it.
They
to
know
help.
how to do it. They pretty much wrote the book. And I said they're basically around the world on this planet.
Yes.
There are basically just two first responder organizations.
They
and,
are.
And the Red Cross is one of the two.
Yeah, the Red Cross is there.
One of the top. They're even a huge help during the times of war and helping families locate members, of the armed services who are getting met. It's just amazing.
Yeah,
it's
they
just
are
an
amazing.
amazing organization.
They were helpful
and
to
and to think,
Go
but
ahead.
I didn't know that there was that. I didn't know that there was that large a number of volunteers. I didn't know that percentage.
Isn't
was
that something?
volunteer.
95%.
It is absolutely something. Yeah. Yeah, so let's see. You want to give away some tickets to Universal Circus?
I'm in a good mood. You're in a good mood. You're out at the
I'm in a
Kroger.
good
People
mood.
are giving, and we can do some giving.
We can do some giving. We want to give back, okay?
Yeah, we do.
You all are giving. We're asking. We want to give something to you, okay? we want to
certainly
thank
do.
you
Yeah, thank
for
you.
giving. And so we want to give away 2 tickets to the Universal Circus coming to
Universal.
town.
That's it.
Coming to town September 17th through the 27th. September 17th through the 27th. So there's that. And gee, Manitli, Eric.
Is there somebody there that could pick a number, or would you like to pick? Because you're out and about.
They're all.
Are they all
I'm out
busy?
and about. They're all busy
They're
right
busy?
now.
Okay,
Everybody's talking.
okay.
So, but I'll do it for them.
Yeah,
There's a lady that just came up. She just came up to the table,
Oh.
and she was looking around. I think she might have been looking for a basket or something. I don't know. To drop some money in, but she just came up to the table and. So there are people that are just walking up. They may not have even heard it. They're just seeing us here. What are y'all doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we
9
tell 'em,
radio
"Oh,
stations, 1 TV
Yeah,
station.
here. Yeah, what are you all doing? And we're playing musical chairs too, because some, to get us all. Well, some of us are, certain time. Like I'm done at 3. I think Hank was done at noon, so I took the Hank table, and then when I'm done at 3, somebody will get my table. So we're doing a great. The engineers are doing a fantastic job.
Well, they're busy.
They're busy playing musical chairs and things of that nature. But I'll go ahead and make the
Okay.
pick. Let's see. So we're at 172 Logan Street. I was trying to play with those numbers.
Oh, yeah,
172
yeah.
is 3. That's 10. No.
No. Okay.
Okay, let's see. 7 minus 2 is 5 minus 1 is 4. Caller number 4.
Number 4.
Number
Oh,
4.
caller
Caller
number 4.
number 4.
That's gonna make it easy.
Yeah, it's going to make it real easy. So if you are the 4th caller to the number 317-480-1310, caller number 4. If you are the 4th caller to the number 317-480-1310, you will win a pair. That's 2. 2 tickets to the Universal Circus coming to Indianapolis September 17th through the 27th at the Lafayette Square Mall. The tickets are free. The parking is going to be free. All of the fun is going to be free. All you got to do is, maybe if you want to get a refreshment or two, or chicken wang or something.
Chicken wang.
Chicken wang. I gotta believe though, if Zeke's back, know the chicken wings are back.
They've got
right.
They got. If he's
they
back,
gotta be.
They gotta be back. Oh, I want to also add this too. It's a
Okay.
caveat. If you can win once every 30 days. So if it's been less than 30 since you've won with us, the computer will kick you out. You can't
Okay.
win. But once every 30 days. But if you haven't won
once
lately,
every 30,
you're good.
Okay.
Caller 4.
Okay. Well, caller number 4. Caller number 4. If you are the 4th caller, I will say good luck to you. And Eric, I'll let you go to work on those phone lines. In the meantime,
good.
I want to remind folks of what we are doing and where we are doing it. We are live at the Kroger store at 172 Logan Street in Noblesville. We're going to be here until 6 o'clock. We have been here since 6 o'clock, 6A to 6P, with hopes to really get our goal going of $500,000 for flood victims from the floods and the storms that were deadly. They were bad. It was deadly, and that they hit a couple of weeks ago, about exactly 2 weeks ago, actually. The money is going to go directly to the American Red Cross. We are partnering with our friends at CBS 4 and Fox 59. Also, of course, Kroger, our partner here at Kroger. You just heard from my former partner, who is now at Kroger, my partner in news at Wish TV several years ago, Eric Halverson. We were co-anchors together. I believe we both did the weekend news at that time. Yeah, we were both on weekends. And Eric is now a spokesperson for the Kroger Corporation here in central Indiana. But in fact, what I will do, because some of you may not have heard it, we'll go ahead and replay that before we go off the air. Play that interview with Eric, because he talks about everything that Kroger is doing to help, and everything that Kroger is going to do. As you may or may not have heard, part of the reason we're here at Kroger is that this entire parking lot, 2 weeks ago, was flooded. It was underwater. Luckily and thankfully, the water barely touched the door, so it did not get into the store. Unfortunately, it did do some damage at the fuel center there, or the Kroger gas station. I guess they call them fuel centers, to where they had to repair some tanks and some other things. And my understanding is that fuel center has been down, inoperable for the last 2 weeks. And if my understanding is correct, it's either going to go right back into service today. If not today, then tomorrow. But it's very, very close to being able to be put right back into service. But the flooding did impact that fuel center. And if you see the layout, and if you can understand the layout, the fuel center is right in the middle of the parking lot that was severely flooded. So it makes sense that fuel center was hard hit and suffered damages that it's taken up to 2 weeks to repair. And again, from what we understand, all systems are going to go there at least within the next 24 hours, if not already. I'm looking up there. I'm seeing. I cannot see entirely, but I'm thinking I'm seeing cars up there at the fuel center. So, but it was damaged because it is out here and in the parking lot. And we understand that the flooding that was here impacted and caused and forced some emergency evacuations to some of the homes and businesses that are surrounding this particular point, this particular point in this particular place, this Kroger. So Kroger has a vested interest because they too were impacted by it, but they also have a big heart. So again, all of the Indianapolis stations of Radio 1, Kroger, our friends at CBS 4 and Fox 59 are all banding together to do what we can do to raise $500,000 for the American Red Cross so that they can get money and much needed support to people who have been devastated by the flooding. Again, all of the funds that are going to be raised here, raised during our entire Help in the Heartland campaign, all of the funds raised by us in our Help in the Heartland campaign are going to stay local here in Indiana communities. That several years ago was a big thing when we were raising money, or people were raising money for these organizations, and there's nothing wrong with that, but the money would be put into a big general pot, and organizations, it would be doled out. And so the idea of directed giving or localized giving came into play, and the practice is now a good one for people that want their money to stay right here where they live. So we do know that when the Red Cross gets the money, it's going to stay right here. We like to believe that when our neighbors need help, we help right now. So there we go. So and again, just some of the things that your donation supplies and helps out with: safe shelter, meals, my goodness, the meals, emergency supplies, and support. So, Eric, I hear that you're back on the air. What's up?
I am back, and I got some great news, Tina. We have a winner.
Oh, we do.
Yes,
we do.
Tanya.
We do.
Tanya, are you there?
I'm here.
Tanya.
Okay,
Penn.
Tanya, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Tina.
So how did you, excuse me, how did you do it? I was sipping some water while I was talking. How'd you do it? Tell everybody the secret to your success.
Actually, I called the line, and my phone is connected to my CarPlay, and it took so long. I didn't know if you all had won, someone had already won or not, so I hung up, and then I could hear you all on the line again, so then I called again, and I got through, and it only rang a few times, and he picked up.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's amazing.
Look at you, Eric.
And, I mean,
What
a few
you did.
times and she got it.
There you go. You got it. Okay.
Tanya, have you been to the Universal Circus before at any time?
I have. It's been years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Same here, Tanya.
Same for me.
Years ago, because I tried to catch it. Yeah, and then they kind of had a little bit of hiatus from the city of Indianapolis, so they're back. I'm glad that they're back. They may have had a hiatus in general now that I think about it.
That could be true.
Indeed. Yeah, it could be. But sometimes circuses and shows and productions, they take time to retool, shut down, revamp, refresh. So who are you going to take, Tanya?
I'm trying to.
Tanya, are you going to?
I think I'm going to. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I think I'm going to donate them to my son and my granddaughter. They both have birthdays in September. So I think I'm going to donate the tickets to my son so he can take my granddaughter with him.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
that's very nice.
That
nice.
is so sweet. Look at that.
Yeah.
No, you know what? It's always heartwarming what some folks do once they win, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
It is. That is beautiful. Well, yeah. How old is your granddaughter?
She's 13.
Oh, okay. So she's just at that age where it may be, do I have to hang out with Dad or?
Right.
That's true.
Well, hopefully she'll enjoy it. I hope she'll go.
Did you say your son, right?
Yes, my son.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought you said. So, yeah, that's right at that age. That fringe age where they kind of want to be with their friends, but she's going to enjoy. She's going to enjoy a day with Dad.
Sounds
a day
good.
with Dad. Thank you. All right, now, are you going to go anywhere? Are you going to go as well, or are you just going to? You got to go. It's back. It's back. You got to go.
I know. I think I probably will because I really enjoyed it. It's very entertaining. So.
Truly, it is. It truly is. That's what you call entertainment.
That's it.
Good.
That is it.
Well, thank you so much, Tanya, and congratulations. We're so glad you won, and of course, thank you for listening to us. We really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
You're welcome. Thank you all for all that you do for our community as well.
We appreciate you. Thank you. All right, we'll be talking with you. So Eric, you got all the info and all the other stuff,
got
right?
everything. Tanya's all set, and tickets will come her way soon. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you know what? I love when people are creative with their tickets and they tell us some of the interesting things they're doing. But I don't know who can top our state fair.
Oh, the state fair that winner?
Yeah, when she got the family 4-pack and she said, "Oh no, I'm going to the fair 4 times."
She's taking herself to the fair.
She's going to take herself 4 times. So I don't know about this. The circus, with it being a 10-day run.
Yeah.
With it being a 10, I guess you could take yourself to the circus twice.
I guess you could if you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing say it has to be somebody else. So yeah, you could.
Take yourself if you want to.
Take yourself 2 times.
And let them buy
Not
their
one.
own. They're gonna come with you. Remember the commercial that what was it? Barry White did back in the day. It was for I think it was Dodge Ram pickup or something. He said, "Don't ride with me, buy your own." That commercial.
Oh
Remember
no,
that?
I never saw that.
That was probably about I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, 25 years ago. He's driving this really nice. I think it was a Dodge SUV or something like that, and or Jeep. It was a Jeep, and luxurious. And he's driving, and you get the feeling, man, that is nice. And he's like, "Don't ride with me, buy your own."
I got to look that up on YouTube.
And it may have been 25 years, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
That
It's
comes
not
to
ringing
mind.
a bell. It's not ringing a bell.
You see
But
it.
that's okay.
And I don't think it was a regional commercial. I think it ran nationwide.
It probably, with Barry White, it had to be
Barry
national.
White, I mean, he
Had
had
to
the
be
voice of
national.
all voices.
Yeah. I'll look it up. I'm going to look that up on YouTube. YouTube, indeed. So let's go ahead and take a quick break. I want to re-rack that the interview with Eric if we can,
okay,
so that we've probably got a new audience now.
All right, we
people
can
that
do
second
it.
hour. And we got to find out too. We can check and see if we're going to have tickets tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we'll check into
to
that.
Universal. So we'll check and see. All right, we'll be right back.
Hey y'all, what up? This your boy Ricky Smiley. I want to drop you an invite to something a little more personal.
This is Ricky Smiley on the Spot, where legends get loud, real, and sometimes a little reckless.
Ricky Smiley on the spot. No script, no rush. Just super real conversation.
This ain't your average talk show.
Let me thank me. Y'all want to talk about Lil Daryl? That's just a piece of it. Catch the full episode of Ricky Smiley on the spot wherever you get your podcast and on the Urban One Podcast Network at urbanonepodcast.com.
This is Reality Radio.
The reality is tragedy never announces that it is coming. Tragedy thrives on that one bad decision, one unnecessary risk, one moment of believing that it couldn't possibly happen to me. There was a time in our past when our main concentration was on survival. Our elders were considered strict when they would not allow us to go to anyone's house before everyone in that house was checked out. They firmly believed that the company we keep in our youth will determine the outcome of our future, and they were bound and determined that every generation would do better than the one before. Oftentimes, when a young person's future is interrupted by tragedy, it serves as a wake-up call to remind us to accept the reality that we are uniquely different from other cultures. Understanding that difference obligates us to make certain that our young survive so that they too can experience a future.
This is Reality Radio with Kathy Hughes. What's your reality?
I love days like these at the pool, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. I'm ready to make a splash with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza. Skyrizi is a prescription-only injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. At 4 months, most people saw 90% clearer skin when measured from head to toe, and many were even 100% plaque-free. People also saw significant improvement in psoriasis symptoms of pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Now there's nothing on my skin thanks to Skyrizi, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Let's get back to the conversation. It's Community Connection with Tina Cosby on Praise AM 1310, 95.1 FM.
And we are back. We are back. We are back. We are live. Guess where, Eric?
We're at the Kroger store in Noblesville. Yeah, right there on Logan, 172 West Logan Street in Noblesville.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And what are we doing?
Hey, we're doing Help in the Heartland. Central Indiana flood relief going on right now. All 9 of our stations are involved, and our TV station as well here in Indiana.
Yes, indeed. And all proceeds with our partners, we are all gathering, we're joining forces, Fox 59, CBS 4, Kroger, of course, joining forces to help the Red Cross help others.
Yes.
Indeed. So guess who I have here with me?
Who do you have with you?
The Red Cross.
Oh, the Red Cross is there? Hey,
yes,
all
we
right.
have Wendy and we have Loida, and welcome. Thank you both for being here. We really appreciate you. We appreciate all you do.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, indeed. So tell us, introduce yourselves to our listeners and who you are, what you do, and then we can go from there. Go ahead.
My name is Wendy Starr. I work in public affairs for this particular event, but I've been involved with Red Cross since 1997.
Oh, wow.
So been around for a while, and I'm doing public affairs and communications right now.
Okay, indeed.
Yes, and I'm Loida, and likewise as Wendy, I'm here on this operation as public affairs to share what we're doing in the community, how they can help as well.
So for people who don't understand or don't know exactly how the Red Cross operates, I mean, who hasn't seen in their lifetime the Red Cross, and you know you're a first responder, but for those who may not know exactly what it is that you all do and that you have been doing throughout this, can you share a little bit of that with us?
Mm-hmm. So when we talk about the Red Cross mission, that anybody has been impacted by disaster, we're here to help, and that can look differently for some people. They can be, say, needing to go to a shelter because they don't have a place to stay, whether it's the power is out or they had to evacuate. And so our shelters are open for all, and that's what we say is a safe place for you to be. So at, let's say, a shelter, you can get free meals, you can get a place to sleep, you can also get a place to shower and different things like that. And sometimes that might be enough for somebody to say, okay, I just need to do this so I can get on my road to recovery.
Yeah.
So that's one way that we can help. But Wendy, if you want to share the other ways that we're involved too.
Oh, yes. We also start distributing meals on site to some of the areas that have been affected, especially if they can't quite get into their homes yet. Maybe they're working to try to do some cleanup. In addition to supplying those cleanup items, it could be disinfectants, it could be bleach, it could be a mop and a brush. It comes in a 5-gallon bucket to get everybody started and on their way.
The Red Cross assists in so many different ways, in so many different disasters. Your first responders in so many different situations. What's the key to a situation like what we're navigating through right now? What's the key?
Mm-hmm. I would say knowing that you're not alone in this. Sometimes you can see the destruction around you and you can say, I don't know where to start. And so what we do is when we get to the recovery part is we're identifying immediate needs. So what if somebody says, I lost my medications in this disaster, I lost my eyeglasses, or I don't know what to do, and they're thinking so many things. So the first step is we say to connect with the Red Cross, to call us, to be giving us a call, 1-800-RED-CROSS, or they could be on the website, redcross.org, and they can just look up to see.
Is that simple?
Yeah, you can go on there, you can give us a call. And then as you identify what your needs are, what if you need to talk to somebody about this? We have disaster mental health volunteers that are designated to be able to help to talk you through what's going on as well. So sometimes we forget about our own mental health sometimes, and this can be a lot for many people, so we don't want them to feel alone. So step one is saying, you're not alone in this, there's hope.
Yeah. Is there anything specific to flooding that has to be done that maybe not necessarily has to be done in other disaster situations?
Well, many times it's making sure the electricity gets back on if it can. If it's an affected area where the electricity's down, they still can't return to their homes. Depending on
like
how...
up in Gary.
Yes, depending on how high the flood got, how long the water sat in the house, because we're also dealing with mold and mildew at that point in time. And then a lot of times They are literally removing everything from their home and putting it on a curbside for later to be picked up by trash services or whatever from the city.
Yeah. We say the Red Cross is a first responder, but you stay well after the first or second day. I mean, the Red Cross is there. Can you explain that for our listeners as well?
So if we were to talk about what's going on right now, right? It's been over 2 weeks for
for
the situation that has happened. So we have shelters that are still open. We have 6 Red Cross shelters, 3 partner-led shelters as well. So there are residents there right now. They're in this situation where they still don't have a place to go. So in that case, we're on that continuous. Wendy mentioned our mobile feeding that we're doing. We're getting out into the community to get that food. We have emergency response vehicles. So you see a big vehicle with a big Red Cross on it, know that they're there to give out food, but also distribute those emergency supplies that we have been mentioning about. How do I get started in cleaning out my home? So as we mentioned, those are items that we have. So that's what's going on in the background right now, a little bit.
So is there such a thing as what we call stabilizing the situation and getting it, I guess for lack of a better phrase, stabilized? And if so, where are we in that process? Now.
Yeah, so stabilizing means we're already on the road to recovery, and we start working on those things almost immediately. It could be connecting somebody with a resource within the community that can help them after Red Cross has left. So it could be transitional housing, it could be a number of other resources, and hopefully they also have churches in their community as well that if they're part of a congregation, they can reach out for additional support on that end. It like I said, it starts immediately, and we are still in the sheltering cycle for this. We are. So we have a number of shelters that are still open. We have 6 of them that are still open, but we've served 29,000
over 29,000 meals and snacks in collaboration with community partner organizations as well. So
the various phases of a disaster. And when the Red Cross comes in, you would say we're not to the stabilized phase yet.
It's the path to recovery right now.
To recovery, okay.
Yep, and as Wendy was mentioning, is getting those connections to sometimes the local organizations. So thinking about what if somebody needs some assistance for food. So say, where's your local pantry? So even saying, how do we know what resources are available? We work a lot with community partners to then say, what are different resources that you can provide to this community, to those affected in this area? And that's where we talk about building your resiliency, because you are a strong, resilient person, but sometimes the situation has caused for you to be faced in a challenging time. So it's saying, where do I go to get, say, to a food pantry? Where do I go to get other resources? And maybe those partners that we can refer you to will be able to help you, right, to find those.
So in addition to providing resources, to providing just needs, you provide resources and referrals and things of that nature, which kind of help.
We're always connecting.
Always, I love that. Eric, can you hear me, Eric?
Yes, I can. I'm here.
Yeah, he dropped some information on me that I guess I kind of knew, but I didn't know, and it was about what were you saying, Eric? 95%.
I think about 95% of Red Cross disaster relief workers are volunteers. Is that correct? Was I right on that?
That is. We're over 90%.
Over 90%.
That is correct. Yeah.
Wow. How do you achieve that? I mean, that's amazing.
It is.
I think it's amazing, passionate people that just want to be here to continue the efforts to help people progress in disastrous situations like we're in right now.
Yeah, we were saying, and we've been saying all day, we get to see, we get to tell sometimes the bad side and different things that are going on, but we also get to see the better side of humanity, because empathy and not wanting anything bad to happen to our neighbors or feeling that breaks down barriers, it breaks down what people seem to just drop all of that and come to the aid. You all must see that on the regular.
Oh my goodness, we see it all the time, especially in the shelters. We sit down and talk and do interviews with some of the folks that are willing to share their stories with us. And, just sitting there, they're sitting among people that may have only known 2 or 3 days, but they're laughing and they're still connecting. And you would have thought that they've been friends forever.
Oh,
It's beautiful to see the connections made. And we have over 200 Red Crossers local as well as from other parts of the country that have come here to help us. And we're very thankful to see that heart to give, that the time is precious, and they're willing to give time to be deployed. We call these deployments. And volunteers are designated to be just dedicated to help, whether they're at shelters, whether they're out distributing meals, just being able to give that certainty that they're not alone in this.
So Wendy, you shared some longevity there. That at 97, that'd make it what? Excuse me, 29 years, something like that.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Well, okay, for tell us about you and why. I mean, 29 years. A lot of folks don't stay on jobs or stay in positions that long. Why? What has it been like for you, and why?
Well, I started in 97 because my mother-in-law, who was a mental health volunteer, wasn't available. So I ended up at a shelter that was available for people because they closed I-65.
Okay.
And it just progressed from there. Now, I took some time off when my kids were little, and then I took some time off recently, but I came back for this particular event. But it's been a long time, and I've been trained in multiple different gaps, is what we call them.
Yeah. So what does it mean for you? What do you get out of it? What is?
You know, it's just the satisfaction to know that somebody is better off because you were there helping them. And also seeing the joy, not only what's happened because of the disaster, but also seeing the joy that comes out of other people. And, you know, meeting people from all over the nation that come to support a disaster relief from all of our volunteers. That's amazing, too.
The Red Cross is international. Have you ever been deployed internationally?
I'm afraid I have not.
Okay.
My kids were young, so I always stayed within Indiana.
Yeah.
I have supported national events in Indiana from a distance, like a hurricane that went through Houston, Hurricane Harvey, and a number of others. But I personally am not. But
So, Loya,
this
what
lady
has kept you? What has kept you with you? Yeah, and you have. Oh, so you have been international. Okay.
Not yet, but I have collaborated in different ways with our other societies, and just to share about what other Red Crosses do in different parts of the world. And Red Cross is international. We have over 191 societies, so it's a great way to know what's happening in different parts of the world and how are my fellow Red Crossers over there doing great work. So I would hope one day, and that would be amazing. But one of the things that I love about our mission is how we alleviate human suffering. So human suffering, it means different things for different people. Maybe your suffering at this time is, I just want a warm meal. Maybe your suffering is, I just need a place to lay down my head and be in a safe spot that I know I can be here and I will get some assistance in whatever way that looks like. So that's when I learned about the mission, I was just really encouraged. And my time with the Red Cross started back in March 2019. So it's been a little less than 8 years, but even then, the more that I came to learn about the Red Cross through everything that I've experienced has just opened up my mind.
It's always good to know what drew you. That, I guess, what draws you to this, because this is not easy work. Seeing people on their worst days is not easy. Talking about people and resources that they need and trying desperately to get them connected is not easy work. It's very emotional. And can be, just absolutely taxing, but it's also, as you both have explained so eloquently, very rewarding, and that's good to know that people like you stay with it.
Yeah, well, there are a number of people within Red Cross that have been there for decades, like myself.
And even if you don't have that experience, that's where we always say it's your journey. So because the Red Cross is highly made up of volunteers, then it's like you come in, you give us the time, we train you for the ability that you want to learn. So Mendy, you mentioned you have much experience and you have many roles, and so sometimes people come and it's like, I don't know what to do, but I have time. And so it's great to be able to say, we can train you, give us your entrance, and from that interest, it grows into many different ways that you can be involved.
Okay. Well, I pulled you off. You all were hard. Eric, they were so hard at work. Wendy was knee deep in her laptop. Loida was going over, I don't know how many, 80 papers.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I had to interrupt. I politely interrupted, and they've been so kind to come over and sit down and talk with us because I know they've been hard at work. But anything you want to share with our listeners before we have to let you go? Anything at all?
I think mine is just the appreciation of the community coming together, like this event right here, along with Kroger supporting this. The more we get the word out, then the more that we can continue to help and supply people with what their need is through recovery. So that to me is the most important. It's really watching the community come together. And again, there seems to be no line in the sand, that's all brushed away. It's everybody coming together.
That's beautiful. Loida?
It's all about community, as it's being said. And community for us, it can be, yes, this is my neighbor who I've known forever, or this is somebody I just recently got to know. But they're there, and we're here, and that's what it means. And that's what I love about this this effort that's being done right now is like help in the heartland. Our hearts are together in this. And whatever it may be that somebody can give, whether it's $5, whether it's more, it's just always going to benefit. And that's what we really encourage is ways to get involved if you can't donate today, but spread the word and share what's going on in this time.
Absolutely.
So don't let it fade away. Let it stay close to your heart.
All right. Well, thank you both so much. You can't thank you enough for all you do. Keep doing what you do. We need you.
Thank you.
Thank you both so much. And Erica, they are fantastic.
Yes, they are.
They're prime examples of why the Red Cross is the Red Cross. I'm telling you, because quality people like this, dedicated people like this, that are telling and sharing heartfelt stories and their heartfelt journey to help each and every day with our communities. That's what it's all about. And we just can't thank you enough.
That's true.
Thank you for having us.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
So, Eric, what else you got
I
there?
was just going to say that human connection is so important. That is something that AI can't do. We need that human interaction to connect, to help people, to lift people up. And that's so good to have that. The Red Cross has been there.
Yes,
I remember when my brother and sister-in-law were abroad. She was in, I think, Iraq. No, she was in Afghanistan. My brother was in Iran or Iraq.
Oh, my.
Anyway, they were gone for a year. And the American Red Cross found them when my mom passed and got them home. And I didn't know they did that.
Wow.
So they got
that's
them
exactly
home.
the kind of thing. That's exactly the kind of thing they do. They can locate people, like I said, all over the planet.
Yeah, it was just amazing. I had no idea that they did that.
They do that and then some. And these two ladies were absolutely lovely. I just they had a smile. How many times you see somebody at work and they got a smile on their face?
Yeah, really. How many times is that happening? It's like, I'm working.
They both. Yeah, I'm working today. Okay, don't bother me. I didn't come here to talk to you. Came here to work. But they are so. They're just so pleasant. And I think that comes through and that shows. But again, we are so very thankful to our partners, Fox 59, CBS 4, and of course Kroger. And as promised, I wanted to rerun our interview with Kroger representative Eric Halverson.
Yes.
So whenever you've got that, Eric, we can just go ahead and let that roll.
Right, here we go.
And we're here now with Eric Halverson, representative Kroger, one of our big partners that has come in to help us out. Eric, how are you doing?
Doing great, and it's just one of the highlights of the day is getting to see you. I haven't been able to see you in person for so long, so that just adds to the fun of being here today.
You're far too kind. For those who may not, Eric and I worked together for a number of years at Wish. We were anchors together, co-anchors. And so, boy, this is like getting the band back together again. We're standing here side by side working together.
Yeah.
Different capacities, but still working, Who knew?
And still making a difference in central Indiana.
We're trying, aren't we? We're trying. So tell us about what Kroger is doing and how Kroger is making a difference with all of us in this partnership.
Well, first of all, we're grateful to the Radio One partnership and the energy that all of you brought to make this happen, because so many people in central Indiana need help. We've seen the stories. There are people who probably saw the aerial video of this parking lot and how water just kept rising and rising. Where we're standing now, we'd have been standing in water when the flood hit. The water got up as high as curb level here in the building. The building never got hit with water, but we have an area that's being remodeled, and we have storage bins outside of the building. The bins were floating. There was that much water in the lot. So it's become very personal to us from that standpoint, because we had associates inside the store.
Yeah.
They were nervous about what was happening. They had friends and neighbors who were being affected. So the opportunity to work with you to raise money to help people rebuild is huge for us.
Yeah, we're all collectively using our voices to try to help, and it is an unthinkable thing, when water. I was inside talking to one of the associates inside, just walking around doing. I guess that reporter thing never gets away from me because I stopped and asked questions. I'm like, well, what do you think of it? And they were so grateful and so happy that. Not only that Kroger's doing something, but that we're all here to help them, because she was saying it was very, very frightening because as the water was in the parking lot, all of a sudden, a short time later, evacuations were taking place.
Right.
And so she said it was really, really frightening, but just so heartwarming to see that everybody's here pitching in, trying to help out. So
yeah, and there was at one of our other stores, I was telling what we were doing just as we were getting ready to launch this, and one woman there said, "This just gives me goosebumps to know that the company is making an effort to help raise money." And this is something where I say Kroger gets credit for doing this, hosting it in the lot, but I also want to say thank you and praise all of the people who are making the donations, because we couldn't do this without them, their generosity. And the Hoosier customers come out whenever there's a need. Most of the time it's hunger relief, and we're putting money into food for local food banks. This redirects that so we have recovery supplies for flood victims.
So tell just Kroger shoppers who may not necessarily be here in Noblesville what they can do with the roundups, and explain how that works.
Right.
And what
we have 44 stores that are basically within the flood zone where the flooding was the worst. So in those stores, they will have little cards that would let you scan, say, $1, $3, $5, $10 even if you'd like to do that much. But you can also just tell the cashier to round up. If you got a $12 bill and you want to say $13, that 50 cents will be directed to the Red Cross. So small change adds up, makes a big difference. There is also, if you're at a cash register that doesn't have one of the little cards, say self-checkout, there's a screen, and when you start to pay, there's a little box there that says Zero Hunger, Zero Waste. Doesn't have Red Cross on it, but there's a little box where you can round up, and you can tap that, and it just automatically rounds up to the next dollar. So it's very easy, and you can leave happy for doing something.
Giving is so much easier now than when you and I first started in broadcasting. Remember? I mean, we're going to reflect it. You had to bring a check or bring cash or whatever. Now it's literally at your fingertips wherever you are. You can donate and you can help
power.
The little handheld computers especially. So, but again, all 44 Central Indiana stores?
Yes, there are stores that are outside of the range of the flood, so they are not participating in this. They're doing our regular hunger relief.
Oh, okay.
Keeping that in their stores. But for the ones that are closest to the flood zone, say from Muncie and Anderson to Newcastle to Mooresville and Martinsville, that swath of Kroger district stores are the ones who are the most directly involved. And I'd say probably I think all of our Marion County stores are participating. So if you're at the Kroger on Kentucky, you can round up there.
And your roundups if they amount to what, 10,000?
True. Yes, we are matching up to $10,000. So if anybody needs a little extra motivation to make a donation, what you put in, we will match up to $10,000.
And those roundups can be anywhere from 2 to 3 cents all the way up to 98 cents. It's not even an entire dollar. The roundups are neat. They help out.
Yeah, just make it as simple as possible, and doesn't have to be a burden, doesn't have to be painful. It just has to be helpful.
Yeah. Well, people definitely need help. We need to get back on our feet. The flooding can be devastating, but thank you and Kroger and the Red Cross and all of our partners here, especially Kroger, because you guys gave us the space too.
Yeah,
we got a nice space here.
Thank you for coming in and for the opportunity to work together. I love the alignment of everyone in the media coming together and using their collective power and their collective voice to support people who really need help.
All right. Thank you, Eric. We'll be talking again soon.
I hope so.
Great working with you again.
You too. We should do this more often.
We've got to. Take care.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And so it goes.
2 anchors, former anchors. That's pretty
Former anchors. Who knew? You know, he and I were standing there. We were just we were talking off the interview as well, just catching up. And it's, you know, when you work with folks in certain jobs, you tend to spend a lot more time with them than you do on other jobs. I mean, you know, some jobs you go to work 9 to 5, take a break, whatever, and it's done. Now, broadcasting's never been like that.
It's never been that way. No. When do you get a lunch? Wherever you can get it.
Yeah. Somebody asked me one time, well, what time is your lunch? I said, what's a lunch? What is that? A lunch?
Yeah.
You know, okay, tell me about it. Tell me how it works.
How does that work? Lunch?
Yeah, how does that work? So, but anyway, just you know, you just always spend a lot of time. And as I said before, he's a truly good and decent person, and we couldn't be more appreciative of what he and the Kroger company are doing and helping with this collaboration, with this partnership, with all of the stations of Radio 1 and the TV station, all of our brands, Fox 59, CBS 4. It's just a great partnership / community collaboration. So we are grateful for that, and you know we're grateful that despite the damage, and there's heavy damage.
Heavy damage. You're right.
That it, you know, for everything, just like what the employee here was telling us, for everything that happened and all the damage. And I know that the damage to their fuel center was extensive. Those things are not cheap. It's a gas station.
Not at all.
And when you lose a tank and some other things, it is not cheap. But it could have been, everything always could have been so much worse.
Certainly could have.
Everything always could have been so much worse. And so we are grateful for that. We're grateful for everybody who has come by here today. We got out here at about 6 this morning, and we're going to be here until 6 this evening. No, we have to sign off at 3. Because we got to let our boy, Willie Moore Jr. get on in here.
He'll be in, yeah.
Willie Moe on the radio. We got to let him get in here. But there will, you know, the Indianapolis stations of Radio 1, we're going to continue the giving event here at the Kroger in Noblesville at 172 West Logan Street, in Noblesville. Come by, say hi to us, drop $1 or $2 with us if you can for the Red Cross, which is doing a fantastic job of helping put this community back together.
That's true.
Helping put the Central Indiana, not just this particular community. This is a location, but Central Indiana. And, you know, we would be remiss if we did not mention our neighbors in Gary, Indiana as well.
Gary, they've been through quite a bit there.
They have, oh my goodness, have they been through it. And the Red Cross is really, really working hard up there as well. So it's just an example, you know, when people are in need, they're here. And we couldn't be more honored than to support them, whether they're in Gary, here in Central Indiana, Afghanistan, you know, wherever it is that wherever they're needed, they will go and make a difference. And so we're very grateful for that. So again, if you want to come by, you can't miss us. We're set up. Our tents are up. All of our brands are here. The tables are set up. We are at the Kroger grocery store, 172 Logan Street.
Tina,
West
has
Logan
anyone
Street.
I know that some of the things still needed for assisting in cleanup, things like gloves, mops, tarps, other supplies, just to begin cleaning up their homes. I wonder if people could, maybe if they had the money to do so, to buy those things, maybe donate somewhere as well, you think?
You know, I don't, right now, though, I do believe that the Red Cross is just taking cash here.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's certainly a number of those kinds of drives, a number of supplies and equipment and all kinds of drives. But cash we're still in the first responding stage, even though it's 2 weeks, and cash is one of the most immediate needs. And when organizations and first responders like the Red Cross have cash in hand, they can work wonders because they know exactly, they've done this. They wrote the book. They've got the template. They know exactly what's needed, exactly where it's needed, exactly how much, where to go get it. A, B, C, and D. I mean, they've got it down to a science. So still at this very early stage in the game, we're talking cash. But certainly there are places, churches, community centers,
yes.
little leagues. There's places everywhere that are collecting goods and supplies for the same cause, and a lot of opportunity. But Red Cross, they distribute those, but they don't necessarily collect for those that I know of, because again, they're first responders. So they have to get in there with what they have, and in order to keep and to do what they do, to keep what they have, they typically do well with cash contributions. So
Help in the Heartland continues.
Help in the Heartland. I think when it's all said and done, by the time it's all said and done, we're probably going to be well over 100,000, maybe more. I may be underestimating.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Because there's a lot of uncounted money, and this is just what the computer is telling us, what the computer says.
Right.
But computer don't know everything.
No, it does not. We know that. We found that to be the case. Certainly does not.
Not at all. Not at all. So Help in the Heartland is the name of the campaign. Our partners are the Kroger stores. Kroger.
Exactly. Yeah, Kroger.
Fox 59. CBS 4. All of that. And we're all helping the American Red Cross. We're going to scoot on out of here and let somebody else get on the mic. And like I said, in just a few short minutes, not too terribly long from now, Willie Moore Jr. on the radio is going to be up next. We will be back with you in studio tomorrow. So we hope you can join us then. Until then, everybody, have a good afternoon. And we'll be talking with you soon. Thank you for everything. Thank you, everyone out there, for everything today. We really appreciate you more than you know.
Black Health 365 is more than a message. It's a movement. An Urban One initiative created by us for us. We are champions of change, committed to providing personalized healthcare information and resources all year long. From on-air moments to digital content, Black Health 365 meets you where you are with the facts, tools, and experts you can trust every day, not just when it's trending. Black Health 365, where culture and community come together.
Listen to the St. John Baptist Church broadcast Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on Praise Indy AM 1310 and 95.1 FM, where Reverend R.E. Robinson is the pastor.
Want tasty, comforting meals delivered to your door? Global Meals offers diverse, flavorful comfort meals without the stress of cooking. Call 1219-332-4725. That's 1219-332-4725. Global Meals offers dietitian-designed, medically tailored meals for people with chronic health conditions and those receiving Medicaid waiver services. Meals can be purchased privately if you are not on Medicaid. Call 1219-332-4725. That's 1219-332-4725. Want tasty, comforting meals delivered to your door? Call Global Meals today at 1219-332-4725. That's 1219-332-4725. Global Meals has medically tailored meals for people with chronic health conditions and those receiving Medicaid waivers. Call Global Meals today for flavorful, delicious meals without the stress of cooking. Call 1219-332-4725.
It's the concert everyone's talking about, and tickets start at just $69 for the Indie Fun Fest, starring Morrissey at the time.
Indianapolis Morris Day here. I'm excited to be headlining the Indie Funk Fest at Cruise Hall, 25th of September. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know the date. Me and the fellas is on our way. Y'all better check it out. hit.
And on the same show at Clues, it's the SOS Band.